Welcome back to Strength Cultures Podcast, number one in the hearts, number one in the charts, episode 117 of Australia's favourite strength and conditioning podcast here. Before we jump in, as always, I just want to let you know of some updates around the gym and some things that we have going on that may be of interest to you. The first thing is that we have listened to some feedback over the last couple of months related to people who are potentially interested, and this may be you, interested in either joining the gym or signing up with one of the coaches, but maybe they're feeling, or yourself, you're not feeling strong enough or capable enough to get started with us. And we kind of just want to begin to squash this idea because ultimately we have built this place and our coaches have the experience that they do because we are suited to helping beginners. We have a lot of experience. We have a lot of love and passion for helping people who just want to get started. Maybe you've been training for 12 to 18 months and you want more from your training, or you think that you should be getting better results or anything like that. Like, this is what majority of our business is. And on social media, you may see very strong people or the coach's strength or high achieving individuals, because quite often they're the ones that share a lot of their social media and a lot of their training, because it's a big part of their life and they've dedicated a lot of time to it. But the reality is, and this is something that we could definitely do better of, is highlighting newer people and people just beginning their journey to strength and performance in the gym. And we just want to say that we've listened to that feedback and we've had a few people directly reach out, especially a couple of newer members that have signed up. But And we took it on board and we took it seriously because we don't want that to be a hurdle for people. So we've actually increased the support that you get with a coach across all of our services, both online and in person here at the gym. And we've created a couple of new packages to help sort of launchpad new members into the gym to hopefully help you build confidence in beginning your transition with training with us here at Strength Culture. So we have a new 6-week offer for our full service, which is our gym membership and coaching package. Included in this offer, you'll also get 3 initial one-on-one sessions that you can use across the first 6 weeks, so that you get a lot of in-person help from your coach. You also get weekly communication and program management and lifestyle support and all of that sort of stuff online through online services with your coach as you get part of our full online coaching process as well. So there's almost, in fact, it is the most amount of support that we've ever offered for new members that are looking to sign up. So if you are interested in joining the gym and reaching out to the coaches and beginning with us, please take this as a direct offer for yourself, because we know what we can do, what we can help people with their journey and building strength and improving their performance and ultimately enjoying the process of training. So if you're on the fence, I think there is no better time to start. I will also say that you can save $500 in the first 6 weeks by jumping on this offer. It is a $500 upfront payment, but it covers everything: personalized programming, 3 one-on-ones, full weekly online support, your own coach and your own program management and everything from that. There's really no reason as to why you should feel at the end of this 6 weeks that this isn't the right place for you. So if you're interested, it's the first link down below. If you have any questions, you can shoot one of the coaches a DM or simply DM the page as well. But we'd love to hear from you and we'd love to help you.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I gave him. What I told him.
No. How about layout? How about layout? What the problem is?
All right. The problem is someone is going away for the weekend.
Cannoli.
They're leaving. Someone.
He's our number one hope for push-pull run. We can't injure him.
The number one D-Gen. He's going away. He asked me if you could cram all his sessions in. So actually, what you said is correct, because I did actually do that. And I said, please don't do that. Priorities first.
How many sessions does he have to do?
He had... no, he's got 5 lifts, 3 runs. Okay. Loves to train. Loves it. He's got the young pit bull in him. You know?
He does. He definitely
like
has.
Like we were when we were 20 and the test is high and
he's got that mongrel.
It takes me 3 days to recover. Yeah.
No motivation.
Burnt out. So he's leaving Friday morning. So Friday's sperm count, low sperm count. He's leaving Friday morning to go, and So Friday's a write-off. And so basically wants to cram all his sessions into Thursday.
So he's got 4 days to get 5 lifts and 3 runs.
All right, that changes the equation.
So I said,
4 in 4 days isn't that bad.
Yeah,
4 in 4 days, and then you could do double sessions with the run spaced out. But 5 is different.
Yeah, I said to him, don't do that because you're going to compromise the quality of the sessions. What I did say to him is because push-pull run is the goal, I said, please prioritize your deadlift session, which is session 1 anyway, so you'll do that on Monday. Prioritize your track session because that's speed endurance, and prioritize your bench sessions. And if you hit those, then whatever else you can fit in, get it in, but hit those as a priority, and then hopefully next week back to normal.
Yeah. I was arguing based off the thought that it was 4 lift 3 run.
That's 5.
Okay, that's different. Because I think if it was 4 lift 3 run,
He loves to train.
I know he loves to train, but
loves
if it
training.
was 4 lift 3 run, you could just pull the volume on those sessions. Instead of doing 3 or 4 sets per exercise, do 2.
Well, I
Still
did
get
say-
every exposure in.
I told him to do the priority movements, which is bench, dead, and speed endurance.
And that's the thing, whether it's
push-pull run.
movements or sessions, the more days you train, there are going to be some days that are higher priority. If you train 2 or 3 times a week, okay, everything kind of matters because you're not training that much. But if you're training 5 times a week, chances are there's a 5th session that isn't as high of a priority as the rest. So when stuff like this happens, because it will, you need to know, all right, if I need to pull one, what am I going to pull? Like
Saturday arm day.
It's probably going to be the Saturday arm day. It shouldn't be this big mystery of like, oh, what can I... It's like, yeah, probably have something that's a little bit lower priority.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing with training 5 days. I think you guys would do this as well. When you give someone 5 days, usually that 5th day is purposely kind of lower priority because we know people say they're going to train 5 days. Maybe Canuli does. All power to him. But shit happens. And then suddenly you miss the 5th day. And then, so if you can get the lower priority stuff or the high priority stuff away from that 5th day, when this stuff happens, it's not really a big deal.
Yeah.
You're getting in what you need to get
The
in.
canoes.
The general recommendation for
The
like
canoes.
less frequency because of life is just cover all bases. Like if general body comp goals and strength is it, like SBD, and then hit all muscle groups. Like at least a couple sets. From a maintenance standpoint, you're probably going to be
DGen.
fine.
And obviously
you're going to be fine.
And obviously it's a case for like upper, lower or full body splits because if you don't hit, let's say, chest until Saturday, and that's your 5th day, and you go away to pitch, well, then you're fucked. So hence, if you get a little bit of everything in every day, you're sorted.
Or train the morning of, catch a chest pump before you drive.
I was going to say,
That's another option,
Yeah.
Cannoli. You could do that.
couple of push-ups.
Friday
big
morning,
pitch.
high to low
I
cable
wouldn't, but
flies,
you could.
buys, tries, delts.
Mate, he'll be slamming zone 2 at
Cannoli.
pitch.
Take the barbell to pitch. That's your answer. That's the real
Those
commitment.
power block dumbbells. Real
take those.
convenient for doofing.
Yeah, really
100%.
convenient.
40k steps. Easy.
Couple crossbody hammer curls in the morning.
Yeah, cross bodies, mate.
Keratin.
Man, crossbody, you can justify it. Lateral lies over the stance leg, frontal plane.
You can sell it. Yeah.
You can sell it 100%. These improve mobility. Bang.
Cross bodies.
2 for 1, cousin.
Yeah. 2 for 1.
Easy work.
Bodies, yeah.
Cross bodies, hammer curls.
Crossbodies.
You have to say it with an S.
It's
at the
across
end.
multiple bodies.
I was really irritable yesterday at Frankston Derrimut.
What happened?
Are you off, Dermot?
All right, so
Have you come off the peak of this is the greatest thing of all
Realised your
time?
top was off.
No, yeah, I was got sweaty downstairs. I like it's very convenient for me. On a Monday, I train at Frankston Derrimut and I go to park and swim. I bang, double.
Easy.
Bang it out.
bang.
So I do like that.
Loves training.
Aspect.
Loves training.
Why you don't go to Pines Forest?
Not during the day.
Nah, it's
Just
soft.
sunburnt.
That's
That's
Pines
This
Forest
is
and
why
outdoor
I'm
pool.
getting darker every session.
Yeah, Buzzy's got a
Yeah.
nice tan. That's the reason why.
Pines Forest, cousin.
I'm not during the middle of the day. I strategically go to Pines Forest at 6 o'clock at night when the UV goes to 1.
Maybe that's why your swimming's not getting good. You're stuck in a 25-meter pool.
Great, bro.
What is Pines Forest?
Mate, it's
You guys are dropping these terms like anyone knows what the
so Park is the Peninsula Aquatic and Recreation Centre.
Yeah.
Pines Forest is in Frankston North. Frankston Pines.
No, I'm legit.
It's a proper.
I once heard a
it's a
song
pool. It's
by...
a 50 meter.
Pool,
It's like
yeah.
GSAC 50 meter outdoor pool. Little grass
Modern?
hill. It's
Grass
not-
Hill. Can I come watch?
Grass hill. Yeah, it's actually
Okay.
really nice. It's a
Have
nice
they got a
pool.
canteen?
They do.
I fucking love potato cakes.
It's a really nice. You know what? It's very similar to like. It's like what Oakley was like.
Yeah.
Well, before
yeah.
they renovated.
Bit retro.
Outdoor.
Bit retro.
You know, you get a Golden Gate time. You go there with your mum. I used to love Golden Gate.
How good's the canteen at the bloody
Golden
pool?
Gate time at the Oakley pools when I was a kid. Crazy.
Madre.
Speaking of the Pines, I once, a long time ago, heard this Aussie rap song. It may have been a parody. I don't know. But one of the lyrics was, doing lines in the Pines, and for me, because the Pines is in East Doncaster, we've got a nice little shopping centre there. I'm like, where the fuck's the Pines? There must be another Pines. Then apparently it's a place,
Riding lines.
Is the lines like swimming lines, like the black line?
Yeah, I think that's the
lines I'm doing in Pines
I
Forest.
think he's riding lines.
Yeah.
Like his
he's writing
teacher made him write lines. I will
Yeah,
not
yeah,
swear in class.
That's it.
I will not do lines at the pool.
The Pines. So we drive in there because the Pines is the pretty. That's the part of Frankston that's a bit derelict. So you're driving through. Me and Buzz driving through, and then there's just Oasis. Just this beautiful pool just opens up in the middle of nowhere. It's a really nice pool. 50 metre. Beautiful.
So are you off the peak of Derrimut?
Yeah, it's a gym. It's a gym.
So now it's a gym.
Mate,
it's a lifestyle. Where are you
Everything
going?
returns to baseline.
Why were you
Homeostasis.
why were you so irritable?
Irritable. Yesterday. Sorry, yeah. I think I got there.
You forgot why
Before
you're
this
irritable already.
triathlon training was going to open up get some more oxygen to the brain.
It has.
but-
I got there. The fucking Frankston Derrimut, man, the speakers are horrendous, like really bassy. And they play really bad music that's just like, it echoes in there. It's just that
Lo-fi.
Man, that adds to the ambiance. You
Nah,
serious?
it needs to be a bit lower, but they need to... No, they need to fix the speaker. It's the actual sound. Fuck me. They gotta get your old
And that's
man
what
in
you were
there.
irritable about?
My old man.
Get your old man in there, sort it out. That was pissing me off. Just a few people just pissing me off, just doing like. You know what I'll say? I will say this: you go to these gyms, and there is a lot of just bad training going on. Very bad training, like wasting your time training. Like, and
What are you saying? Give us an example.
I saw a girl doing wide stance goblet. Like, you know, they hold like a 20-kilo dumbbell,
Like
just
almost like a hinge?
yeah, and just like a hinge sumo squat thing,
Like a sumo
just
squat,
to the top of the bench. That's it.
Yeah, lockout, mate.
That's it.
Short and peak.
That was it. I
train
saw
nothing,
that. I was just like, you could better bang for your buck
I reckon
elsewhere.
that's a Brett Contreras.
Special.
He sucks.
He's had some weird shit.
You see that latest one?
Have you seen the one? Yeah,
He's lost the
It's
plot.
like that. It looks like an arm blaster, but it's not an arm blaster.
It's
It's like a hip blaster. It
strap-on.
looks like a strap on,
Yeah.
and it's a plate on you.
And
you
you
just
do like a frog-
you're kneeling thrust.
like a kneeling.
What's
frog
his name?
pump.
Is it Ben Yanis?
Yeah.
Is he doing he's doing that content. Oh, it's Ben Yanis. He's doing where he ripped that apart. He's doing those things where they review these exercises and these new movements and basically why it's trash and explains the moment arms and crap. And
I don't know if it's him. I haven't seen it.
I've seen
I
it.
think a lot of people are tearing it apart at the moment, so it wouldn't
and
surprise me. if
Basically,
he's one
like
of them.
you're getting no range of motion. It's like, why do we need? Like, I get everyone is trying to invent the new, but like, come on, man, just fucking do a hip thrust, do some squats, do some fucking Bulgarian.
He's got to sell his fucking 12-inch dildo.
That's the thing. That's why. That's a great reason to invent an exercise, to sell a new piece of equipment that no one has as the new fucking.
That no one
He's the
needs.
glute guy. How's he innovating?
good
He
salesman.
had the hip thrust or the whatever.
I feel like surely he could
the
just
hip
ride
thrust
off into the
platform.
sunset.
Sell the.
He probably should.
Create the problem, sell the solution.
He could become the next Stuart McGill, mate. For the first time in what feels like a very long time, we are now offering one-on-one personal training and coaching in person through Strength Culture. For many years, we have just pushed our gym membership and our online services, but as 2024 starts to roll, we have identified that we really want to open up our offers and improve sort of the onboarding process for a lot of new clients. We believe that some of our processes sort of restricted some people, feeling that they weren't getting enough support or that they needed more support in the transition into starting with us. So we've opened up these one-on-one packages in an attempt to show you that we can offer and do offer a lot more in terms of support at a one-on-one level. So in the second link down below in the show notes, you will see a link to our one-on-one page on our website. It has 2 coaching packages that incorporate a bunch of one-on-one sessions, both a 6 and a 10-week package. And then we also have just individual session packs if you're not looking for programming, but maybe you're just looking for some technique help or some help in the gym specifically. We have all of that now available on the website. So if you're interested in working with us in a one-on-one setting in the gym, please reach out. We'd love to help. This is suitable for everybody, from beginner people who are just starting and really want to take more from their training, or even more advanced people who are looking to leak out some small percentage worth of gains, both from programming and technique in the gym. So if you have any questions, shoot the main page a DM or your favorite coach a DM, and we'd love to help.
Yeah, just a bit of bad lifting going on that we.
So you got mad.
Nah, I was irritable. But you know what? Then I got to the pool and I was like, fucking Ian Thorpe, mate.
Triathlon. You should have
Had a good swim session. So
Go hand out business cards there, mate.
oh, mate, seriously.
What QR codes?
I'd love to we could help so many people. We're still such a small, in the amount of people that train and go to gyms and actually train. When I say actually train, they show up.
It's very niched.
They show up 4 or 5 times a week and go to the gym. There's so many people out there that could be helped from coaches that are good.
We need to get the word out to the people.
Maybe we need to do a lifting seminar at Derrimut.
Do you reckon
Even when I go to Oakley, Derrimut, I'm in the racks, Nun RDLs, whatever. Just look around, the terrible squats, terrible deadlifting, like but like things that we could help.
You've never been to a gym.
You haven't been to a gym
You've
before.
not been to a gym.
I'm sheltered, man. I've been
sheltered.
you know what? I was getting after it here in the dark by myself. Strength culture.
You were sheltered.
Coming second in
You go
nationals.
to Genesis.
Don't forget it. No, and then we had 2 years of lockdown training in the garage by myself, and now
You go to
back
any
in the
gym,
real world.
It's like that. You have to switch off. Otherwise, your mind will just be going crazy like yours.
No,
You've
I
got
know.
to
It's
switch off.
always like that when I go there. For some reason, yesterday I was just irritable.
Have you ever been to the point where you're like, I'm actually going to give some advice here? Or not?
I've been close when I worked at one of the commercial gyms I worked at, the only commercial gym I worked at. Because I worked there, but I was off shift. There was one time I saw a guy.
I feel like if you work there though.
Yeah, but I wasn't uniform. I wasn't plain clothes. At that time I left.
Undercover personal trainer.
I did,
G'day, mate.
like it was like I left it. The other time when I did work there, like proper dangerous. It was another PT that worked there. I pulled him aside. I had a look at the program. I'm like, hey, bro, you have got no business doing this. And I saw the program, the volume. I quickly pissed off the manager as much as I could. That's the only time I've done it.
I would say no, I wouldn't, because even though sometimes you can help someone with giving them, I just think you can confuse people too. And I was actually on the receiving end of this at the pool. I had 2 people tell me like this and that, and it actually left me. Buzz knows this, so I was flustered. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like they're like, "Are you
Cup was
seeing
full?
this?" Huh?
Cup was full.
Cup was full, man. I was full, but they're
Charlie was
trying to
throwing hands
help.
at
They're
Pines
like,
Forest.
"Oh, I'm swimming behind you. Your legs look like they're sinking." Like and but then like trying to help you, but they're not really making it clear what they and then you're just confused.
The exact same thing happened. So we had 2 members in literally 2 weeks have basically the exact same experience. Go away for a couple of weeks, one for placement, one on holiday, go to a different gym, unsolicited advice, just like it's pretty standard. And look, I feel like, to play devil's advocate, if we did it, there is a way you can do it. Like, if it's just in general conversation, oh, how's this lift feeling? And if they're like, oh, I'm really struggling with X, Y, Z, why don't we try this? Like, just, you have to, be general about it, not tell them, this is so wrong, you need to completely change it. Just have a little bit of a fish. But generally speaking, we wouldn't. It's just context dependent. Or if you're like, they're literally going to hurt themselves, which is a pretty rare scenario, let's be real. But the scenario that happened, like, one of my lifters, her knees cave in when she squats. It's something, it happened, hasn't caused any pain, it's there. She knows about it. She's seen a podiatrist, thinking of getting some insoles. She knows it's a problem. Some random guy comes up to her and is like, oh, when you squat, your knees are caving in heaps. It's like,
Thanks, mate.
yep. And it's the same thing with you. Like, you probably know that you're not the most buoyant person in the pool. You know that your legs are sagging, but it's like, I know, cool. Like, I'm trying here, but it's not perfect. Like, we'll get there, but it's just, and they think they're helping, but it's like, they might be pointing out the obvious, or they might just be confusing you. Like, you could be focusing on one thing, and then you're just receiving a completely other idea, and then you're more confused than you were before.
Yeah. Or creating a problem when
there's not even a problem there.
Like I think that's
Exactly.
even with. I like to think that. Well, not I like to think. I know that with our coaching and what we teach as well to interns, coaches that come through, is that not everything needs fixing. Maybe one cue at a time is probably it to yield enough gain to be good enough, and then once that's executed on, add a layer. Because it's those 2, 3, I'm focusing on my head position, but some dickhead at the pool's telling me my feet are dragging and I've got to do this and that. And then it's like, all right, the one thing I was focusing on goes out the window and everything's fucking shit.
But they weren't actually giving me anything constructive to work on. It was just you're thinking, I'll try this, and it was like, but this is, and then I was just confused. And then instead of actually swimming,
Well, this is the crux.
I didn't end up swimming because I was confused. And then I was like, and then instead of doing,
it's overload.
Yeah, and obviously,
executing on anything.
So I can empathize. That's why I would say no, I wouldn't give advice, even though I do think I can help someone at the gym for that reason. Because also coaching is not just about giving one cue. It's like when we get someone that signs up, we work with them for 3 months, 6 months, a year,
It's
2
a process.
years. It's a process. You give them one cue, work on it. You get them down here, we work. They've got trust in you, building rapport. Like that person doesn't know who I am. They don't know. They don't
know that you know anything,
Another
yeah.
dickhead at the gym.
If you asked
100%.
them though, if you approach them and you said, "Do you know who I am?" as
They
the
would know.
first
Have you
line,
seen these? And then
yeah,
just,
yeah,
They
and
would
just,
know.
just King Cobra.
just crab them.
They would know. Well, they would know.
They would know.
So,
I'm known in the pines.
and yeah, like with the swimming. So like I yeah, you got to. But it's just a process.
That's fair.
It's a process.
Trust the process.
But there's a lot of bad lifting going on out there. We just need to
Like in the world.
We need to
I don't think
harness
it's just
it.
Darren, man.
And then you got, you know
Maybe
what?
it's just Darren, but
You got fucking Brett Contreras, man, selling this fucking dildo thing. Like, fuck.
No wonder people are confused. Yeah.
I got to find that. I'm going to find that video after Ben Giannis.
Ripping him.
I saw Angus is doing that kind of content now too.
Like responding to stuff.
The ripping them.
Yeah.
The ripping content.
just tagging you.
Provides the counterpoint.
point.
Yeah.
I like it. I wouldn't have the nuts to do it.
Nah?
Nah. I like that. No,
You've literally just torn Derrimut for like Derrimut lifters for like the last 5
it's
minutes.
our community. I don't know. I'm not tearing.
This is the same space.
I think I'm not
The
tearing
lifters.
Derrimut
You're
specifically.
just tearing shit lifting. in general.
Commercial gym lifting, but just so many people out there that could help and get benefit from getting.
Yeah, they obviously want to get better.
Yeah, they're there. They're doing it. So it's like, why not invest in a coach?
But the thing is,
For 6 months
the big
or-
problem is the things you think they could improve, they don't know that they need to improve. Like some people know, I really know what I'm doing, but some people have these really big rocks they can improve, but they don't even realize they're
It's
doing
They
that.
could also be the ones providing unsolicited advice.
It's crazy though how much
know.
the skills.
multi-level marketing campaign.
It's crazy how much the skills of coaching though are just so easily transferable to like other, like even with this triathlon training, like getting more comfortable in the open water. Like I'm just like every time I'm out there, it's just an exposure. Like and you just like and just little bit by bit you progress, and after 6 weeks now, like we went out on Sunday. It was like choppy as, and you're just more comfortable. Like and you're like it's just, but it's the same shit. It's like how do we get someone better? You don't overhaul everything at once. You just tinker
Good coaching,
over
good coaching.
time. Yeah,
Layers in that.
layers and that.
Layers in
Onions.
that.
Layers and context and that.
Like an
Progression
onion.
in that, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think that's a good chat.
The
boys.
same when
It's a
you
good
said
chat.
the golf cunt. The golf guy, mate.
Oh,
Cut
he
that.
slaps it back.
No, the golf coach you had said he was a good coach.
17, we're good.
17.
Oh, cool. In the
But it
clear.
is still a C-bomb.
Yeah, it's a C-bomb. Yeah, we're not slapping it. It's
You know the golf instructor you had?
Yeah.
He said he was good
He was
coaching.
unreal.
Yeah, good coach.
unreal. One of the biggest things that you can tell when there's when you have a good coach in front of you or you're receiving good coaching is they bring it down to like your level. So the big thing that Travis would say would like he'll put you in like this very particular position, but he'd be like, "Can you describe what you're feeling?"
Yeah.
and use those terms to come back to, rather than just like throwing these fucking jargon. Like,
External cueing, man.
yeah.
Swimming over barrels
Oh,
is the one over, because they want the so I've learned with the high catch elbow. So you come in, you fucking
here's the jargon.
swimming over a barrel.
In other words, swim over barrels.
I get it.
Because all right, to move forward in water, you got to displace water backwards.
Ooh.
But if you put and we were doing this is we were swimming freestyle. You're swimming down. You're pushing the water down and up. So to get the most water displaced backwards, you come over
Over the barrel.
and
Yep.
rip back.
Yeah, and this is all a paddle, and then feel pressure on. Yeah, no, but this is because I'm doing the effortless swimming that beginner course.
Is it
and
effortless yet?
It's not effortless.
How many
Nah,
weeks-
yesterday kind of felt effortless.
How many weeks in are you?
Three. Well, 3.
So you're 3 weeks away from a
It's a
refund?
6-week course. No, I'm not because it's swim 400. I can do it already. So
But is it effortless?
it's effortless. External cueing. I look for the external cues. I like the
Big
external
time.
cues.
Big time. One of the topics we wanted to chat about today was team champs coming up. Dids, as the head coach of the team champs team, give us a preview. What do we got?
Yeah, so it's going to be a fun weekend. It's over 2 days, the competition. Our team is on the second day. So
Can you explain the two brackets?
I can try. So there is 22 teams. Someone listening might correct me on the exact details, but I'll try and make it simple. There's 2 teams split across 2 days. The premier bracket goes the second day. So the benefit of being on the second day is if someone is in your weight class or just in terms of how the teams finish, coming into day 2 what you need to beat them. So, for example, there is a lifter in Abby's weight class who's going on the first day. She can total whatever she totals.
Big advantage.
If we want to beat her, we know what we need. Versus if it's direct head-to-head, which is my preference, but there's a lot of reasons why it is the way it is. And overall, I think it's a really good system. You have to make the decision in the moment, and you don't get to know exactly what you need coming in. It still is a challenge because depending on your weight class, you could still be going against someone on the day, which in Abby's case she is. But it just means she only really has to pay attention to like one lifter and what they're doing, whereas the other lifter, you know exactly what they've done. So you get that advantage by being on the second day. So it's kind of like soccer, how they have promotion and relegation. If you finish between 8th and 11th, you go down, and if you finish between 11th and 14th, like the top 4 of the bottom 11, you go up. So basically, you want to finish top 7. If you don't finish top 7, you go down, and then you don't have that advantage next year, and then you'll be on the first day. And so, if you win your weight class, you get 6 points. Second is 4. Third is 3, and then whichever team gets the most points wins. So obviously. It is a cool system because it's not just about you, and it's not just about lifting as much as you want to lift. It's about playing it smart and getting as high a placing as you can. Because even if you want to go for a big PB because it's all about you, because it's part of a team, you might think, I could risk it and go for first, or I could play it safe and go for second because I'd rather finish second than come in third or fourth because that's going to help the team more overall. So yeah, it adds a little bit of a extra layer to it versus a standard comp of just hit my lifts, try and do my best. It makes everything a bit more.
There's actual competition.
It's more competition, and it makes the stakes high. Like even for the teams in the challengers bracket, if they're maybe coming around 15th, if they can try and come 13th, they're going to go up. So instead of them being like, we're coming 13th, let's just see how we go. It's like, no, this matters. Like we can maybe go up next year and then be in the premier bracket. So those little details, just make it a bit more fun, I think.
Absolutely.
What dictates Premier and Challenger?
So the team, generally speaking, the Premier bracket is teams who've done it in the past and finished on the higher side. So we did it. We've done it multiple times. We've generally done pretty well. So we're in the Premier bracket. And pretty much all the new teams are in the Challengers plus a few other teams as well. And I think that's how it's going to be every year. So
what happens if a challenging team comes up and just pops it?
Well, then they win. They win. It just means they have it's harder for them to do so.
Because they're on day one.
They would have, if they're in a head-to-head weight class battle, you could just come in the next day and beat them by 2.5. If you're a good lifter, it's still tough for people to beat you, but you have that advantage. And then I think any team that comes in new has to start in the Challengers. Even if you literally have the 4 best lifters in the country, if they've never done it before, that team, they start in the Challengers.
Started on day one.
I think JP's idea behind is that it creates like continuity, and it rewards the teams who keep showing up. And doing well this year means it means something for next year. It's kind of like an ongoing
I think
thing.
it's a mad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes with these powerlifting comps, unless it's like a nationals or an international, like sometimes there is no real competition.
Yeah,
it's just lifters, and for great reason, lifters trying to do their best and do all that sort of stuff. But
if you've been there for a little bit longer and you don't want it to be just about me going there and beating my PBs, it makes it more of a sport. The only time that happens at local comps is if you happen to be in close battles with someone, which can happen, but unfortunately with local comps, you might have people who are literally the best in the country, and then people who are first timers. Whereas at Team Champs, it makes it a little bit more of a tight squeeze. Like generally speaking, it's going to be a bit closer, and which makes it fun.
Yeah. And who's in our team, Dids?
So we have Natasha, Lena, Abby, and Deuce. They're our 4 lifters.
And what are our chances? Are we going to?
So
we got Glory coming?
We'll do pretty well. I think reasonably we'd finish about 5th. Like if we have a pretty good day, we'd be able to finish 5th. If we have like a really good day and other teams don't do as well and stuff like that, if things all fall into place, we could probably get on the podium, but it will be a little bit of a stretch.
Who are you touting to be the top 3 then?
So the Panthers are definitely
Colin Webb.
A good chance to win just because some of the weight classes they have, they're either like the only ones or they're like the heavy favourites. So I think they're probably going to win. From there, it's very tight. From like 2nd to 8th, like there'll be a bunch of teams who'll get like 19 points, 18 points. And then from there, if you both get 19 points, it comes down to placing. So if 2 teams both get 19, the team with more first placed wins. So it'll be very tight. Honestly, you could throw a bunch of names in there. And in terms of who gets
Throw
on
a
the
blanket
podium.
over the field. some would say.
Shooting
Is
fish in a
that a
barrel.
phrase? I've
Yeah,
heard
like
that
you
one
throw a
before.
blanket and it catches all of them.
Well, yeah, a lot of people are going to be up there. So it really just comes down to, obviously, how well you do on the day, but then how well other people do. Because it could be, one lifter doesn't have the day they want, they fall off the podium, suddenly you go from 6 points to 4 points, and then the whole thing gets mixed up. So, and that's what also makes it fun. It's like, it's not so much of like, oh yeah, we know who's going to
Pressure.
Pressure, 100%. Pressure.
A few people will crumble under pressure.
Pressure and smart decision making, which, like with any sport, is going to help you do the best.
I think a few people will crumble.
I think being, like is always the case, but especially in a comp like this, having a coach there who's not making decisions out of emotion and is going off logic obviously there's always going to be some emotion involved. There's no denying that. But it's easy to let emotion get involved and just do what you want. That's all good and well if everything falls into place and you have the perfect day. But if you try to go for a Hail Mary and then it doesn't work out and then you don't get on the podium in your weight class, like that's a quick way to start falling down the ranks. Like,
you got to weigh up with power because sometimes going for first means not sealing second and dropping back to fourth or fifth.
And
so you got to weigh that stuff up.
The difference with this comp is if you're like, say, if you know that, okay, if I get this, I come first. If I miss this, I come fourth, and you're willing to risk it, that's okay. But in this instance, it's like, no, it's not about you. If that's
team.
for you, but you're going to then let your team not do as well.
And not just this team, all future teams.
Well, that's the thing. It's not just 100%. Your team won't do
we
as well.
ain't going in no
because you wanna-
challenger bracket.
Pressure.
Exactly, it's pressure. And I think, and whether it's on the day or in the lead up with people's training, because there is more pressure, it makes everyone push a bit harder. And it just brings the best out of everyone, which
All
is
right.
mad.
How are you feeling as the coach? Can you handle this pressure, Dids?
I think we can. All
right, nice.
It just,
I'm getting big cucumber vibes. Didier.
What do you mean,
Same-
cucumber?
Cool as a cucumber.
Nah, me and Didier have been
Cooler than a
Me-
polar
me-
bear's
Charles-
toenail.
Are you there as well?
So Charles is our assistant coach.
I thought there was only one coach.
Sorry, there's an assistant coach as well. I
assistant.
thought initially there was a back.
Charles, you're not an
agency.
assistant coach.
Charlie's assistant coach.
You're a head coach.
Well, I've got Deuce lifting.
There's only allowed to be
I've got
one
a
head
fucking-
coach, so unfortunately it's me. Charlie's my assistant.
You know, I
coach.
I'm
should
the
say there.
assistant.
I'm real.
I remember when we all had powerlifting tops and they all said head coach.
Yeah, all of
Yeah,
us.
everyone's a head coach.
There was 4 of us that were the head coach.
I love. We've done
Yeah,
it three.
some gyms go for the head coach assistant.
Nah, I never got that polo.
Yeah.
I never got it.
See, well, I didn't get
I
it either.
reckon
I stole one of Charlie's.
It was just
so-
before. We only made. Jamie made 2 each from us two. And
I
then
got one of
He
Charlie's.
got one of our,
Which would not fit Charlie anymore.
And then we
It
just
barely
stopped
fits
wearing.
me.
And then we just stopped
I
wearing.
don't even know where
So
they are.
there's a 4th polo around is what I'm hearing.
There
I
he is.
never got
We
it.
should bring him out. They'll be like skin
Nah,
tight.
we're done with. We're done with.
I just remember they stunk. Like that fucking fabric
That
was
material.
trash. Like just
We're just about cotton
never
these
been
days.
washed or something?
Only cotton.
no,
there's
like
an
it was
assistant
that sports
coach.
material that
Yeah.
just sucks up the odor and just fucking holds it in.
Yeah, it's that shit. It's like that school polo material.
just trash.
Crap.
You're an Adidas polo from Costco. It's exactly like that. Looks mad. Wear it for 5 minutes. Stinks like BO.
Stinks.
Stinks like shit.
Thought it was climate cool, cuz they lied.
Nah. Oh, that'll be exciting.
Pressure.
Keen to hear how we go next week.
This is why I just the thing with this as well. Proper competition doesn't matter what you've done in the gym. You train people, and we know this time again. People train in their comfort. They train on the equipment they like and the environment they like, with the music they
songs.
like, with the people they like. You're in an environment where
gotta train- shit
You got
smells.
to train with people you hate.
yeah,
In an environment you hate.
You know, in an
On
environment you hate with shit equipment.
yeah. No, but as soon as there's a bit of like
bit of irritability.
yeah, there's in a competition, everyone's in the same standards. The music might be a bit off. The crowd, the lifter that you're competing against is making lifts, putting pressure on you to make lifts. People fall apart.
And like with any competition, I think with this one, especially just because of the nature of it, you've just got to swim your own race. Like you want to be aware of what your competition is doing. And for some people, that's a good motivator. But at the end of the day, all you can control is your performance. So that needs to be where your effort is directed. Just focus on yourself, focus on doing the best you can. Whatever happens, happens. And you'll do your best just by focusing on yourself.
make lifts.
Right. And make
Comparison
lifts.
is the thief of joy.
But we're not about joy, we're about results.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So compare yourself to others
Always.
Yeah.
and win.
Nice. Oh, well, it'll be exciting.
Shit.
And shouts out to the Strength Fortress, JP and the team.
Yeah, JP's put a lot of work into it.
It's
definitely. And the whole team.
I think the effort that they're putting into building it from this first like real crack at these 2 sort of days and everything, I think that will pay dividends down the track.
100%.
Yeah, you G'd me up from your preview. I'm not.
It's actually mad. Like
Yeah.
it creates the
yeah,
competition.
100%.
No, it's good. It will be good.
Yeah.
It will be good.
There's some hectic music happening.
Yeah, crazy
downstairs.
music.
Love it.
Boys, we've had some feedback from 2 people last week.
Oh, here we go. Come on.
We've had some
Come on
feedback.
We don't like feedback.
Come on. Come on. There ya.
Hang on.
There ya. What you got?
Find a fault.
Go. There ya. Okay.
Challenge the feedback. Still not working.
Challenge.
There's only one option. Even if I agree with the feedback, I'm challenging.
Yo.
Yeah.
Alrighty. The feedback has been that. Well, we just got all that. No, we're fine.
No, that's all right. I'll do it again.
No.
Boys, we got feedback.
We got some feedback.
Give me the feedback, man. Fucking hell.
I don't want it now.
Stop. If I hear the word feedback once more.
Go, feedback. Go.
Feedback
You can have
these. All right,
conviction.
two people.
Nothing but a
two
feedback
people
loop.
not
Sorry.
connected. Two people not connected to each other.
Yep.
One was a fantastic guy down at the local cafe that we'll be running a Hectic Eats at.
Yep.
A new spot, a new deli. And he said, I walked in and I was like, I ate first and it was fantastic. And then I went inside and chatted to him and I said, we have a gym around the corner. We film these fun little food review things called Hectic Eats.
You might have heard of it.
You may have seen it on such fantastic channels like 31 and whatever. And then he said, strength culture. I know the gym. Great gym. I see you guys on socials. I'm like, crazy, man. How come you've never come down? He's like, I'm not strong enough to train there.
Ooh.
And I was like, that's the first bit of feedback. Second bit of feedback was a new member that signed up on our new 6-week offer. If you're interested, first link down below. But she also raised the same thing, that she was scared to reach out because she felt like she wasn't capable enough, to train with us. So, boys, that's the feedback.
Yeah, if Charlie stopped punching down at Derrimut, then
Yeah.
it would be all right.
We need to challenge this feedback, fellas.
Yeah.
We need to challenge
Well,
it.
the gym could be a daunting place for a lot of people because we're just
Hey,
fun
maybe
guys.
smile more, boys.
You know,
Fuck.
If you strip back the face, the ethnicity, the muscles, he's just a good guy underneath.
I'm just a good guy,
Just a
man.
good bloke.
Just a nice guy.
Nah, the gym can be a daunting place, I think, because I think all of us have been in the gym from 15 years old. It's just, we probably overlook that idea.
We probably take it for granted.
Yeah, it's just but even just, like not knowing like what you're doing or walking around a bit lost. And there's a lot of people that lifting big weights and stuff. But what I want people to understand is that I'm confident. Anyone can walk in off the street and be one of those people lifting the big weights. You can be.
Because I think the misconception is everyone who trains here because they're jacked or strong, jacked or strong, whatever it is, they must have everything figured out. And like, that's not the case. We don't have everything figured out. Like they
speak
think,
for yourself.
You think that like those people
Speak for
there
yourself.
don't have, who could train strength culture, for example, don't have insecurities or don't ever worry about how they look or don't compare themselves to others. Like, we all do it.
Yeah.
And then I think the other thing is walking off the street. Yeah, like, you might see some people here. Yeah, they're moving some big weights, but before they started training here, they weren't moving very big weights. But by being here, like, that's literally, you come here, you're going to get stronger. Like, that's what happens. Like, so if you think, I'm not moving big weights, crazy. This is the place for it. Like, come, we'll get you there.
Come on down.
Come on down.
Come on down. That's what we've built the place for that.
It's literally the point. Like, the point is, you come here, we take you there. Like, it literally doesn't matter where you started. And it would happen.
I'll take you.
That's it.
Because like it comes up with clients sometimes. Like they'll be like, I've had like really recent conversations of like, they see what other people are lifting here and they compare it to themselves. I'm like, man, and I'll literally pull aside the other person. Like, man, what did you lift when you first started? And they'll throw out the number, and it almost always is like, okay, that seems way closer to what I'm doing. And suddenly you realize, okay, I'm just the start of my journey. That's all right. Like,
Yeah. And I think there's also the misconception that everyone is strong.
the thing,
As well. And they're just like
everyone is just moving insane weights. Like
moving insane. But there's like the spectrum of experience is like, there are
very-
people that have been training for years, but there's also people that have been training for 6 months. And I think the only thing that differs between the person that's been training for 6 months and the person off the street is just they took that step and like they're in here and they're doing it. And they're goblet squatting and that's fine. Like at some point they're going to progress past that and lift heavier and get there.
and I think
so we do train everyone.
We do. And the thing is, with social media, chances are people who are very strong, for them, the gym is a part of their life. They've dedicated years to it. They're probably going to be the person who's more likely
Posting more.
to post on social media. Whereas we will have in the future clients who come in, hit their sessions, have been here for a long time, but posting their training is just not something they're going to do. And that's completely fine. But because you don't see those people, suddenly it's like, everything there is like just moving all these crazy weights. Like there's people coming here who it's just not their thing to post it. But doesn't mean they're not here. Doesn't mean they're not pushing hard, hitting their sessions, getting better. It's just Then they might post every now and then, but it's not this constant thing like we would.
And then even from like a coaching standpoint, like I love the performance side of things. Love it. Love the objective performance side of things with the strength, endurance stuff that we do push. But on the other side of the coin, like the habit development, the person that's come in and has had a poor relationship with training because they've believed it to be this all or nothing pursuit, or they used to train when they were younger and they started to like let themselves go a little bit and fell out of love with it. Like I love that shit like more than anything else. So from like a coaching side of things, like we're not. I don't think any of us would say no to someone that has never trained before, because like from a fulfillment, living my authentic self.
We definitely went through
it's
that.
An enjoyment. It's an enjoyment.
We had that elitist patch, I reckon.
Nah.
What do you mean?
About coach, I reckon in 2018.
I never did.
No, I reckon Jamie and I did.
That was before we were here.
What do you mean?
Elitist, like we were like don't want to coach general pop. We're only coaching.
Oh yeah, no, we really.
There's
tried
a little
to,
patch there.
We tried to position ourselves as purely just a
and then
powerlifting gym. Yeah.
you realise that everyone is general pop. Really,
everyone
is general pop. Even powerlifters are general population. All right, you're doing a competition or two, but the training and the training
management of the training
is the same.
Yeah,
it's the exact same. The way. Yeah, there's a few little tweaks and differences, whatever, but the training is the same. It's just good training is good training. And then you realise, then I think also it's coming around as a coach, and as we got better with our skill set, you realise that you can take anyone off the street and actually turn them into someone that is pretty damn strong. Squat, bench, and dead, and everything else.
Everything else.
Everything. Copenhagen's.
Leg extensions.
I'll take double body weight Copenhagen's.
Yeah, so I think it's something that we need to actively sort of challenge a little bit from our social messaging. Maybe
For sure.
Yeah, because we don't want the gym to or specifically our gym to feel like it's that you're not capable enough to train here, or that another one that we've had in the past is that people feel that they have to train somewhere else before they start with us, like that. Whole thing.
Baffles me.
Like I'm going to go get a coach before I sign up with you guys. It's like
it's very interesting because Ryan said the same thing a couple of weeks ago on the podcast about his group session or like with the triathlon stuff. But it's like to get better, you surround yourself with better people.
Yeah.
Like I've been the last 2 Wednesdays, I've gone down to the group swim in the bay and I've gotten better at swimming just from being around other people that are doing what I want to do. So if you want to get stronger and lift heavy weights or whatever, or you aren't at the moment and want to get into it, get around people that are doing it. Like someone I can think of really is Elise, that signed up probably 9 months ago or something, maybe a bit longer.
Yeah.
And was probably a little bit similar, hesitant, and now she's loving it. She's thriving.
She gets around it? Yeah.
No, but she's squatting nearly 100 kilos now. I remember at the start I helped her with squats.
Yeah, she was squatting like 40 for reps, 50
Yeah,
for reps.
but like struggling to hit depth and whatever. Now she's squatting, nearly 100. I think she did 95 the other day to deep. Bench PR the other day.
She's going to do our first our novice comp in March.
She's doing the novice comp in 3 weeks. Yeah, so like she's someone I can think of as a classic example. It probably was a bit hesitant to start, and now is loving it. She's friends with the girls downstairs. Like there's a group of them that train together.
And like, there's no way around the fact that if you haven't been around people who are moving big weights, you might come here and think, oh shit, like you might be a bit taken aback by the fact, oh fuck, everyone seems to be moving a lot of weight. But those same people are going to, and this sounds so cliche and cheesy, but it's just the truth. Like those same people are the ones who are gonna love to see that you're getting after it. Yeah. They're gonna encourage you. They're gonna give you a couple pointers. Like they're gonna help you, just like they were helped when they were the new one at the gym. Like it's a community, and like it's such a cliche thing to say, but it just is. Like
it's vibes, man.
It's vibes, man.
We've
got the vibes.
It's vibes.
There's people that do shit, and there's people that don't do shit. You want to do? Nah,
Be a doer.
Look, I do get. It's hard to confidence. He's like, it's a hard thing sometimes. Like if you're not feeling that confident, it's hard to be around people that are really good at stuff. But yeah, I guess if you're not happy where you are, make the move. Challenge yourself. Put yourself in a different environment.
It is a challenge, but it's a worthwhile challenge.
Yeah.
Variety is the spice of life.
Yeah. And if you are interested in even just like a casual session,
you like that?
Yeah. You like it. You like it. Nah, even if it's just a casual session, or you want to go to the run club,
send us a message.
Like just shoot the page a message, or shoot like the person that you follow, one of the coaches. directly a message because we'd love to have you down. Even if it's just a walkthrough of the gym, you don't even have to hit a session. Like we want to try to make it as easy as possible for you to experience what we do have here. And that includes some different sort of launch offers to get people involved with more support, more accountability, some additional one-on-ones. We're trying to layer in these things to offer better options for other people out there because we've taken on the feedback and we're taking steps to challenge it.
Feedback. Is he going to come down? That's the question.
Who?
The guy from the deli.
Yeah.
I reckon, yeah. He knew who we were.
Come
We'll
on
ask him.
down.
We'll ask him.
we should intimidate the guy that's intimidated
Yeah.
by the gym to come down.
Come on down.
Yeah? What?
you gotta come.
You're mad at what or what?
You want to dance? Come on down.
Are you a doer?
Yeah, nah. We'll ask him. We'll ask him next Thursday.
Find a new pond, mate. A big fish, huh?
Big fish in a big pond.
Yeah.
I felt all those emotions, not emotions, but similar. I can understand it especially with the try stuff. Going to some of those groups, like I'm like even with those run groups, I'm a slow cunt. Said the C word again. Called myself that.
Surely 2 C-bombs tear his nipple off.
Yeah, 2 C-bombs.
Is a rip your Achilles.
Sack tapped. Sack tapped.
No sack taps.
Gotta be
Yeah, no,
Sperm
it's-
count's already
It's
down.
it's a bit daunting at the start, but I think what you'll find is that even elite people or that are really good at whatever they're doing are pretty accommodating and actually want to see people do better. I think that's what you'll find.
Unless Charlie's a Dermot.
Unless it's me.
They're just going to judge you and, yeah,
Unless it's me, I'm going to judge you. I don't want you to succeed and make myself feel better. No.
that's why I train there.
You want people to do I think you want people to do better, be better.
Absolutely.
Lift them up, you know?
Yeah. Rising tide floats all ships, mate.
That's your mate.
That's it,
That's
mate.
your mate.
That's it, do we want to do a preview of the next Hectic Eats slot? Do we want to?
What's the secret?
Well, no, a little
Secret.
preview because I went down there.
I looked at the Instagram and looked fucking
Do you have a meatball
mad.
sub?
It's
Someone
mad.
messaged me to eat there a while ago.
Do you have a meatball sub?
No, I had a mortadella and glazed honey, like a honey glazed
Chorizo.
something. It was fucking delicious.
Yum.
Really good.
Sounds fancy.
Let's go now.
A lot of wog flavors in their setups, which is fantastic.
You can't say wok, man.
Why not?
Why not?
We're all.
Oh.
We're all fucking.
Are you going to take offense to that?
No, I'm
Charlie's
not.
offended.
I'm not. I don't care. We're mates. I don't. You think you can put that in there?
Four ethnic families.
Charlie can say cunt, but Jamie can't say well.
Cunt, yeah, but
Oh, it's different. Jamie can say it. I'm not saying that Jamie can't say it. I'm just saying in the scheme of things, if Jamie didn't have some Italian in him, wog and cunt are not on the same level.
Half
wog
Italian.
and cunt are not in the
But
same level.
it's all context. Who's saying it?
That is, yeah, it's who's saying it.
Wog.
But in terms of like the words,
Four Mediterranean
wog,
brothers.
There's cunt, and then there's wog cunt. That's the real one.
just a bunch of wog cunts.
Wog cunts are all right.
Mediterranean muscle.
What is it? Which was it? Was it Acropolis Now or Wog Boy? Where like someone said wog like with intent,
Yeah.
and it's like, hey, got to say that with a smile on your face. That's the only way you can say it.
Oh, well, I just recently watched Wog Boy, so I think it's Acropolis.
It's
now.
Acropolis Now.
Good
That's
show.
it.
Very
Have you
good
seen
show.
June 2, Charlie? Everyone's raving about this movie.
That is a sharp right turn.
Heaps of alien minorities.
I
in
want
that
to
one.
go there. I want to see it.
Everyone is raving about
The trailer
it.
looked mad.
Apparently, it's
honestly.
the next big thing.
Well, yeah, no, I read the book.
I like how the Caesar sub looks.
I didn't
hectic.
realize that the first movie was only half. So then I watched. So I was going to read the book, watch the first movie.
Yeah.
Watch the first movie. Halfway, fucking, because the first half of the book's a lot of plot building.
Did you
Character
read? I
development.
got 4 pages into June.
You gave me your book, yeah.
Yeah.
I read it. I read
read the whole thing?
I read the whole thing. There.
Big reader.
Good on you, bro.
I'm a reader, bro.
It's mad. You think you're better than me?
I'm better than you, but no,
Yeah.
I read. I'm a reader, bro. I read a lot.
You do.
I actually read. I've
Do you
read a
still
lot.
play guitar?
Yeah, I'll pick it up.
Pick it up.
Pick it up. I'm similar probably where Didier's at the moment. You know, Didier
Oh
said
no,
he picks
you're playing more than me.
what,
Fucking
2 times a week.
fuck less.
I learned the Taylor Swift song. Got in the Swifty.
Are you riding the Swift train?
Which one?
Lover.
Swiftie, yeah.
Just
Sing it
to
for
get
me.
back into it, some easy chords there. So
Which one's that? How does Lover go?
I'm not going to sing it.
Come on, Charles.
I'm not singing it.
Bro, the sandwiches look mad.
Robin's Dally. Unreal.
I'm
Yeah.
going to sing it. June 2 though. Yeah, I'm keen.
I was gonna shout out Robin's
I'm going to
Deli
go see it.
when I
The Fremen.
a few weeks ago, before they opened, I saw that it looked like it was open, and it said established 2023. I'm like, oh man, it's probably open. I walked in, and like they were like, it looked kind of open, but I wasn't sure. And I was like kind of standing around, like, oh, hey, how's it going? And then they're like, oh yeah, sorry, we're actually not open. I'm like, oh, all good. I'll come back. I'll come back next week or whatever. And then he's like, oh, did you want a coffee? I'm like, oh yeah, I'll have a coffee. Didn't charge me. Sick cunt. I tried that. Oh, he's like, nah. So yeah.
Customer service,
we appreciate
Free
it.
casuals at Robin's.
We love free casuals.
telling you, man.
Don't go
Casuals.
and expect a free coffee. Just know if you were there before opening, you might have got one.
Yeah.
Might have.
Customer service, man.
We appreciate it.
Hospitality.
And it was a nice coffee. And I love the decor, and also
Yeah, big decor,
The
bro.
color of the cups was a bit darker than my shorts. My shorts might be like a forest green.
yeah.
We're talking more of like a pine green, like a deep green.
cool.
Very nice. Like it's always
Lines of the-
white, beige.
Yeah.
Very, very nice on the eye.
A unique cup.
Lines at the
cup.
Pines.
Unique cup. It's all part of the experience. I love experiences.
Lines at the Pines.
Yeah, pine coffee.
Hey,
No,
go down to the Pines still. Have a swim. Fucking great experience.
I'm good. I'll stick to the Pines East Doncaster.
Yeah,
What's-
I'm keen to take the team to Robin's. I think we're
Robin's.
going to enjoy it, boys.
Robin's.
Man, they look good sandwiches.
Let's go now. Fuck waiting till next week.
Well, you can if you want.
Let's go. All right, let's go. Film
Get a
it.
preview, Charles.
I gotta go
Nah,
for it.
I'm
I gotta
waiting.
go for it. I gotta go for it.
I
Right.
it needs to be a raw reaction on Hector
Yeah,
Gates.
100%. Jamie's ruined it.
Yeah, you've ruined
Oh,
it.
you have to order something different.
Well,
As long as you order
I
something
have to go and
different,
make friends.
Let's not do it now.
just call them up. Hey, can we come do Hector Gates?
Yeah,
Two
never
ruins.
tried it. What happens if we do that to a place and it's shit?
We've got
And we haven't done the preview
we're
try.
we're not at the spot where we can become food critics yet. We just have to lie.
No?
Because like food critics will be like, yeah, look, this is all right. Like we're not there yet.
Hey, your mate George Calombaris opened up a place. New place.
Is it good?
Hyatt?
Your mate.
Grandma's something, isn't it?
Get us in there, Hector Gates.
Yaya's something? It's in Hyatt, I think.
I thought you guys were mates.
Can we get George Calombaris on the podcast? You don't reckon he's going to come
think he's
come
too
do
big.
the number one strength and fitness
I think
podcast
he-
in Australia?
I think he's in a bigger pond than us.
Yeah.
Surely you can
He's
ask
in
him.
Donny's pond.
I don't have time for these guys.
We're not in
I don't have time.
Donny's
for
one of
these
those
guys.
flying fishes. He comes to our little pond every now and then, and then
Yeah.
he goes to a bigger
Says
pond.
hello, and then he
That's
goes to
the
the
thing.
pond.
Shaquille O'Neal.
He's got
and
those
George
little wings, and he
Calombaris.
just
Yeah.
flaps over,
Yeah.
goes to the big
Donny's
fish.
met some people, or they've met Donny, I should say.
They've met Donny.
So no, you don't reckon we can get George Calombaris on the
Give
podcast?
up on the dream.
Do you reckon you could shoot him?
Do you have- oh, do you have
Could
his-
you shoot him a cold DM?
Could you give us his number?
Say these four ethnics want you to come on and discuss fun shit.
What about Shannon Bennett? Let's go to Vudemond. Hello, you've got the hookups. We'll go.
Do you reckon George would have a laugh, or do you reckon he'd give
Absolutely,
him
you would. This is a direct call out, George Calombaris. We want you on the podcast, and we could do a food review. We could take him to a Hectic Eats. Surely we can get George
No way.
Calombaris.
We'll definitely come.
I reckon dream.
All right, Dre, yeah, shoot for the moon and then fall.
Donny, can you please cold DM George Calombaris?
Hello there.
Say,
Remember
George,
me?
remember me? You did some work for me.
When Tony was going to work with him, my mum goes to Anthony, take your brother.
I reckon, yeah.
Well, I'll take your brother just to, network. Like, I'm an online coach, mum.
Network.
All right, so shouts out George Calombaris. We'll love to have you on the podcast at some point. We are going to wrap this one early today. Time crunch down at Strength Culture, but
Grinding,
we really
baby.
do appreciate you checking it out. This is episode 117. So thank you very much for making it to the end. If you have made it this far, please shoot us some love on social media or share it directly with someone who you think might find this valuable. And also, if you are interested, free casuals, just shoot the page, message one of the boys. We have some new offers for like first timers down here with a lot more support, a lot more accountability to help improve your sort of process of starting with us. They include one-on-ones and more contact with the coaches.
The door is always open.
Door is always open. So
scared.
if you are
Don't be
interested,
scared.
all that information will be in the first link down below. We'll see you next week with George Calombaris. Bye. And that wraps up episode number 117 of the podcast. Again, if you've made it all the way to the end, you are one of our faithfuls. We do love you. We appreciate your support. And just want to say thank you for making it to the end. As always, you can help us grow by sharing this on social media, this episode, or directly with someone who you think might find value with it. And again, I just want to just sort of pop in to let you know that we have our new onboarding processes unveiled in this podcast, I guess, but you may have seen it on social media as well, that have more support, more accountability built into them, more one-on-one time with your coach in the gym. There's plenty of options now available to get started with us. It's not all through our online services. We have more in-person support here at Strength Culture than ever before. So if you're on the fence about signing up or getting involved, now I think is the best time. You can also save a bunch of money with your first 6 weeks with our 6-week gym and coaching package. That will be the first link down below. I would recommend, if you're interested in joining up here, that would be the best place to start. You get 3 one-on-ones, you get a full customized and personalized program, you get your own coach, weekly support, a full gym membership. You get everything included for there, and it's only $500 up front, which is like $83 per week for your first 6 weeks. So if you're interested, no better time. Hope to see you around, and we'll see you next week with, I think we have a special guest on next week. So we'll see you next week with episode number 118.